Hey there everyone, Heather Taskovix here. Just wanted to give a quick update and actually do a review on of all things stevia. As some of you know, I mentioned in one of my earlier videos that I really detest all those artificial chemical sweeteners that, like Equal and Splenda and all those, because they're just really god-awful for you. So I will be doing, I tried a few different brands of stevia, and just as a side note, I am not getting paid to do this. This is just something I wanted to share with all of you. So, going back to the beginning, I'm now in phase 2 of the South Beach diet, and so rather than saying, I think it's like day 18 or 19 or something, this is actually phase 2, day 4 of phase 2. So I'm just going to start it that way. So this is day 4 of the phase 2, and I'm now down to about 123.4 pounds, which means I've lost a total of 4 pounds in over 2 weeks. And for me, that's actually really good. And I know I still have a few more pounds to go, but I've also been incorporating a little more exercise by way of playing Xbox Connect Adventures with my daughter. And let me tell you that I know I've said this before, but it's a fun workout, and you really, you're jumping, you're squatting, and all that, and so we'll leave that at that. So I'm really excited about the progress I've made. My husband, Steven, has made amazing progress. He was up in the mid to high 90s, and he's lost a total, he figures he's lost a total of about, I think he said 7 or 8 pounds. He's now in the high 80s, 180s. And you can tell, his stomach has flattened considerably. So I think that's where he lost most of it. And he's a tall man. He's about 6 foot even, and I'm only about 5'5". And so I know I've seen pictures of him when he was younger, and he was basically a rail, walking around like this, at 6 foot tall. So not that he's going to go back to that, because he's older now and he needs to have some substance to him. But anyway, he's doing very well, and he's happy about his success in the weight loss, and we both agreed that we do feel better. We don't feel quite as logy and gross as we did when we were just stuffing our faces with junk food and not eating properly and eating too much of bad stuff. So that's pretty much for the update there. So going back to stevia. So I was trying to find a stevia product that was as natural as possible, because some of them, they do have additives like silica just as a base for it, and I wasn't too keen on that. So I had tried, and I've got the boxes here just so you can see what they look like. I had gone to Whole Foods, and this brand, Sweet Leaf, this was the first one I tried, and it was on sale. And so this is the first one I tried, and it's not bad, and it does have that licorice aftertaste, but I'm one who likes the taste of licorice, but in small doses. So it even can be a little too much for me, but this is decent. If you don't mind the licorice taste, this is a good one to get, and it's all natural. It's stevia and inulin, which is a vegetable plant-based fiber that's in it, and so that's good. And so I ended up buying a few boxes of these, so I have tons of this stuff in my house right now. So then that was at Whole Foods, and it was on sale. I think the regular price for that particular box, you get, let me see, 35 packets, and it's $3.99 at Whole Foods, at least at Whole Foods near me. So then the other day, my husband and I were in the job lot, and it's called the Ocean State Job Lot here in Massachusetts, here in New England. There's a few of them around. They're based out of Rhode Island. So we were walking through the food section and came upon, they actually sold stevia, a couple of different brands. So I decided they were inexpensive enough. They were at most $2.99 or $2.50 a box, which is super cheap, and you got a bunch of packets. So I tried a couple different ones, and so this one here, this one is called So Sweet. I love the name. And it says it's the best tasting stevia you'll ever try. This is the worst tasting stevia I have ever tried. Do not buy this stuff. It's nasty. It tastes it tastes worse than NutraSweet. It's just really gross. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't know. Maybe I'll throw it in the fire or save it for when company comes over, people who just don't care what they put in their coffee. I don't know. So we'll see. That's going to hide in the far recesses of my pantry closet until I figure out what to do with it. So then going on to the next one. This one I was pleasantly surprised to find. Stevia in the raw. I don't know if you've heard of the brand Sugar in the Raw, which is the raw sugar, and I love that brand, though, because I usually shop at Trader Joe's. I'll get the Trader Joe's version of it. And so I saw this, and my husband and I both tasted it. I even had my daughter try it. And so we both even decided that this is the best tasting stevia that's out there on the market today, because somehow they figured out how to remove that licorice aftertaste. And it's true. You really don't get that aftertaste, and it tastes naturally sweet. And whereas the other two brands I showed you have more of like a fine powdery texture, this one's a little more granular. So you actually feel like you're actually putting like sugar in your coffee, even though it's stevia. So I don't know how much this would cost anywhere else, but this one's about $3 a box. And you get 50 packets. I don't know if you can see that. 50 packets, as opposed to this one cost more, and you get like a whole lot less. So in my opinion, this is the winner as far as taste, texture, price, everything. So if you're shopping around for stevia, that's the one to go with. So that's pretty much all I have to say for now. In the next couple of days, probably sometime next week, I'll post another update, because with the weekend coming up, I might not have as much time to post an update. So now, as far as I know, this is the time where the weight loss is going to be a little slower. So we'll see what happens. But I'm hoping that by adding physical activity to what I'm doing, and I'm also starting next week going to be rehearsing a few nights a week with a dance group that I'm going to be performing with in February. So that's going to, add some more cardio to my life, which is good. And it's a lot of fun too. So that's it for now. And if, as I've said before, if you have any success stories or any tips or anything you would like to share, those of you who are veterans of the South Beach diet and you want to share some helpful information, for those of us who are still figuring it out, or those who are brand new to doing this, definitely, share your insights, and I look forward to seeing them and reading them, and I will see you all soon. Thanks so much. Bye.